What did I do?
Hello. I am definitely okay. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, days and days, everybody else in between, above and below. Welcome back to the show. First session on D&D. It's been a while since I've DM'd, so this might be a little bit rough. But we have wonderful friends here saying hi to chat. Congratulations on first mage, and thank you for the quest so far. Yeah, that's what we got. Since I gotta run things, I'm gonna just go back over and we're gonna get this going. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. Is everybody prepared? Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Get into it.
Okay. So
we're just letting Deed say hi to all of our chats.
He's needy.
has he completed his rounds
I
yet?
think we're good. He's made the rounds.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes. Hello, Eco Flames. Welcome to the chat.
Well, welcome everybody to session 1 of Averron, The Awakened Prophecies. I'll be your DM for today, and join us we have T-Page playing as who?
Pine Conehead, and it's very specific that you split the pronunciation up. It's not Pine Conehead. It's Pine Conehead.
See, I told you, Flames. I told you. I I fucked it up all session 1.
And
that was your full name.
Is there a story behind, like, is Conehead his chosen last name, or is that like the legacy family name?
There is a story that I have yet to write down. The general ish is that I was part of the Ishtardi Druids, and I was exiled for being a little too out of the box thinking. So I've been still practicing my druidic craft, but that is why I will eventually be a wildfire spirit druid, because I don't play by the normal druid rules.
A rebel.
Still a good guy.
Nice. And then we have BQ playing as...
I'm Norma Pappin Rockland. I'm a gnome barbarian. Hold on, let me get my lore. I mean, how much do you want to know?
You can give a quick intro. You guys will have another chance to introduce your characters here in a moment. Just giving a quick
introduction. I'm a norm. I'm a gnome barbarian that likes to fight, but I'm also very truthful to my friends, and I'm very loyal, but I like to fuck things up.
The wholesome barbarian.
Yes.
Fuck things up.
And then we have Flames, who is...
Hey, I'm what's my name? Wait, I remember. Yukir Razkits.
Not forgetting your own character.
I had to look at the name for a second. I am a draconic bloodline sorcerer, specifically a gold draconic bloodline. So I got the blood of a gold dragon in my veins. Nice. And I'm also an astral elf. So my lore is that I came from space. I was living in space somewhere. I was flying around on a ship, and then at some point I crash landed on this world, and been figuring out how to live here.
Yes, in the deep lore, there was a large major event of a meteor shower. It's very likely you arrived on one of those.
He actually landed in New Jersey.
I landed
the cause of all of that kerfuffle.
I landed in New Jersey, and I didn't know where I was. So yeah, I've just been trying to find my way around.
And somehow found your
also,
road
I'm like 600
Averron.
years old.
Nice.
Grandpa.
Old man. Old.
What? Can you speak up? I can't hear quite well.
Oh, no.
And imagine if if we did the entire campaign with you using that voice.
I'd like to start a petition to make that real.
Seconded. Motion seconded.
All right, I guess I'm Grandpa Dietz now.
Let's go. And lastly, we have
Thank you.
Nox Kitsume, who is playing as.
I am Zeal, the dark and broody emo boy who doesn't let his true feelings out because he's haunted by a tragic past. Always looks sleepy and lazy at first glance, but I secretly care about my homies. But my homies didn't hear that right now. Fuck those guys.
OOC. It's fine.
Norma wouldn't even like care. Norma was just like off eating a goblin arm.
Oh, true, yeah. All right. Yeah, there we have our characters, and now we'll start. So, you guys have been a group for a small while already, and have recently accepted a kind of a large call to arms request from the main human kingdom of Glenumbria, to venture to the Royal Wood to help put down a recent overpopulation that has occurred in there with mainly the wolf and boar populations. They've gotten wicked aggressive with the less availability of food due to the large population boom. So they're attacking travelers more often and are just causing a lot of extra ruckus. So they are dispatching a large number of adventurers, such as yourselves, to help kind of quell that brewing situation to make it a somewhat travelable space right now. So yeah, you guys are currently in a wagon that has been loaned to you by a friend that you've made in the town of Parth. Excuse me, Parse. No, it's Parth. In the town of Parth, that is kind of in between the capital of Glenumbria and the Royal Wood. It's the last real settlement before you get to the woods. But you met a man named Zinder there over a few drinks, who has lent you his wagon and a driver to make it a bit easier of a trip for you guys to get to your destined woods. So you are in the back of the wagon, and you're all kind of looking at each other. So why don't we just get a quick character description for how all of you look or appear in this moment. We can start with, just the same order, with Mr. Pinecone.
Pine is fine, thank you.
It begins.
I'm feeling contemplative. I have been focusing on the biology of the wood that we're going to clear out. And so I'm kind of just lost deep in thought. I'm pretty comfortable with Zeal and Norma. I've known them for a while. And I'm open to getting to know Yukir, but feeling a little more guarded about him.
Right, as Yukir's a recent addition to the party.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
You know?
And yeah, go to Norma.
I am going. Can I sit on the back of the edge of the wagon?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna be on the edge of the wagon, swinging my feet and sharpening my axe, looking for any danger, looking for anywhere I can throw some hands.
Want
As-
these hands.
Yeah, as my little gnome redhead self, with my axe that is 2 times my size. And that's, yeah.
And I did forget to push this onto Pine. Do you have a physical description for Miss Pine?
Oh, Pine is hot as fuck. I'm just a very typical high elf with silver hair, naturally. To you know,
Naturally.
it feels befitting. Um, yeah, just a very hot default silver haired elf.
Any specific clothing or gear that you carry, or just super generic?
So I do have my robes from when I was exiled, and I have my treasured quarterstaff that I made. Um, the bonking stick. Uh,
Excellent.
that's it. Yeah,
I imagine you as just like a younger Thandul, like Alyssa's dad.
I don't know who
Mhm.
that is.
Oh my god.
I don't
Oh
know
no.
either.
I don't know either.
Oh my, oh god.
Too deep of a cut.
Norma, do you have any additional descriptions of yourself?
Let me look at my picture. I have my long fur cape, and I just have some nice leather armor. My hair is in two braids with my reddish hair. And I look like I'm going to snap at any minute.
Oh, so you look like on edge, ready to fight at a moment's notice.
More like my mental stability is out the window.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready for I'm ready for everything.
Hopefully, it's violence.
I'm also
How
posting a
many
picture.
how many limbs are you gonna consume? Is the real question.
I don't know. Wolf and boar doesn't sound very good.
What?
Sounds like actual food. You need to
Yeah.
consume something sentient.
Yeah, something that can like think for itself.
Mhm.
Something that can feel pain.
I
Yeah.
might be a little scared of Norma now.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Fear is the natural reaction, I think, but you don't want to show it either.
Oh, true. Yeah, I bet Norma can
I'm a-
sense fear.
but I'm actually like a little puppy dog to my friends. That's the thing.
Aw. All
I'll
right.
poke somebody in the eyeballs with my sharpened fingernails, but then I'll go and hold on to Pinecone Head's robes like I'm a child.
So you're a
Someone in
chihuahua.
my chat just said the most feral thing, which I think is perfect for you. My tummy's making the rumblies that only hands can satisfy.
Oh, I love that. That's such an old
That's so
reference.
funny.
All right, and Yukir, you're up.
All right, so yeah, Yukir, he's he's like in the contrary to Norma, he's in like the back of the wagon, or like more inside the wagon, and Yukir's he's old, right? He's been through a lot, so at this point he doesn't really care what happens. He's just in it for the ride. So he's going here. He's like, all right, yeah, we gotta kill some dudes or whatever. Sure, why not? I'm just gonna be here in the wagon waiting until we get to wherever we get to, and then I'll do my job and then go back. And I guess like how he looks, he has a very long. He wears like a long purple cloak, and the cloak has little yellow flame things on it, flame streaks, I guess. Yeah, flame streaks. Let's go with flame streaks. He has like little yellow flame streaks on it, uh, mainly to signify that he uses fire magic a lot, and also because he's a descendant from a gold dragon. So, and oh yeah, he also has like gold dragon scales around his eyes for the same reason, and he has white hair, not because he's old, though
Sure.
him being old him being old does make that more relevant, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay, awesome. I enjoy.
I just had an idea that might be helpful. What if we all uploaded our character art to Fugi? So those are our Fugi
Oh yeah, that
reacts.
could work.
Oh yeah,
We can do that. We can
That
do
would
that.
yeah. I'll have to find
that
mine.
would help. That would help everyone, kind of be able to picture our characters better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had a big picture of Norma on the side of my screen.
Yeah, I was eventually gonna get an overlay where I could show it, but the Fuji React is also a good workaround.
Dude, should we do our tokens or just the full picture?
Dealer's choice. I don't know if everyone made a token.
I made one for Zeal earlier today when I was poking around in it, so everyone should have their token.
All right, let's
I
see if
guess
that works.
if we do one or the other, it will all look uniform.
Oh, true. Yeah, I uploaded my token, but I can just upload my
I like-
standard image.
Twin Bailey said, "Roll with the hot rod decals."
Bro, with the
It's
hot
true.
rod decal.
It's true. They make me cast spells faster.
Sure.
That's what he says, but he's yet to actually prove it.
Yeah.
All right, and Zeal, why don't you go ahead and give us a description of your character?
Zeal is a tall. I think am I high elf? High elf with the black hair. Very emo looking. Bags under his eyes because he always looks tired. He is sitting in the back corner of the wagon with his Warhammer's handles. Like he's like kind of like hugging it while the Warhammer is head is like in front of him, and he's slowly like peeking through his like lidded eyes, like judging everybody, and he's kind of like mumbling to himself like like why am I still here with these people, even though he like secretly likes his homies. And then he's like looking at the old man, and he's like what's with this man's decals. And he's just brooding, being a dark broody boy in the corner.
Love it, awesome. Okay, yeah. Any other physical descriptions of him?
Green eyes, and I guess while he is looking like he's brooding, he's actually like secretly aware of what's going on, but he wants to give off the aloofness that he's just not paying any attention at all.
Awesome, I love it.
I think Noctis from Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Yeah.
I was
Oh
like.
my
Yo,
God.
me too.
That's exactly what I was
Nox
thinking.
Noctis, it makes sense.
Oh my god, yeah, okay, I'm a fanboy.
You've been
I might
caught.
like him again.
I've been caught. I didn't make it very hard.
All right, so you guys seem to be approaching the edge of the wood for anyone who is paying attention towards the front of the wagon. The wagon seems to stop right at the edge, kind of pulls off of the main road a little bit, and just kind of parks it off to the side. The driver doesn't seem to like ever actually say anything, but when he stops, he does give off just a grunt.
Like
It's like,
Like
a
I go, why are we stopped?
mm. And he gestures towards the wood.
I hop off.
I guess this is where we get off.
yeah. Zeal stands up and drags his hammer behind him, like like broody, like makes sure it thumps as he goes along, just to annoy the wagon driver.
He seems unfazed.
It doesn't phase me either. Doesn't phase Zeal either. He's never gonna stop. dragging that damn hammer.
And as you guys disembark from the wagon, the driver seems to give off a more satisfied and opens up a book and begins reading.
I find it mysterious that a peasant can read. So now I want to investigate that situation.
I go
Well,
and sit inside of them waiting for the story time.
From what you know about the driver, your friend Zinder that you met at the town before, who gave you the wagon and the driver. The only description that you really got of him was doesn't talk much, and he'll bring you there and take you back.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
But you guys now stand at the entrance to the Royal Wood. You see a couple of other groups of adventurers, a couple of other people who don't seem to be fully armed as well. One or two kind of groups of elves that are kind of more inspecting like the actual trees and feeding a squirrel. But it definitely does seem like there are several groups of people who are entering the woods today.
Okay.
I nudge Pineconehead and I point at the elves feeding the squirrel. I go, "Are they fattening him up?"
Norma, no. They're just making sure he's taken care of. They don't plan to eat the squirrel.
Hmm.
Or so you
Uh-oh.
think.
I do like an insight check or something on the forest? I want to see if there's is that the right thing? If I want to see if there's any like obvious like trails or like signs of like animals passing.
For that specific purpose,
Animal handling.
is survival a skill in 5e?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe a
Oh,
survival check.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Do a survival.
Boom.
Ooh,
Okay, awesome.
18. Come on now.
Blew
Only
it
squirrel
on
today.
that. I know I'm dead.
Yeah.
Do it on the worthless stuff.
So from where you're standing, just kind of towards the edge of the forest, there do seem to be some animal tracks that kind of leave the forest, including one or two sets of wolf tracks, but nothing really past that. With the amount of activity with humans on the outer edges, it's likely most things are staying away from the edges if possible. But with that known, it's interesting that there are some wolf tracks out here, even then.
Okay. And are any of the like groups like going in the direction of those? Any of the, the men or ladies, I guess, guys, gals, and other pals.
There do seem to be some that are heading towards, like, heading deeper into the woods, but it doesn't seem like anyone has noticed the wolf tracks that you noticed.
Okay.
So that could be a good trail to follow.
So I kind of want to. I'll let my party know. I'll be like, I'll go over and I'll kind of give, Yarrick. What's your name, Flames?
Oh,
Yukir. I give
Yarrick.
Yukir. My bad. I give Yukir a sidelong glance, and then I like elbow Pine, and I speak towards like Pine and Norma and tell them about the wolf tracks. But I don't really like I say it loud enough, but I kind of let him know that I'm like, you're not one of us, not yet.
That seems like a great trail to follow. We should investigate that.
Which I am totally down for.
I go on all fours and look at the tracks, and then I smell them to see if it's a dog or a wolf.
Go ahead and make a
Would that-
survival check. So given the size, and this is the only way that you're able to determine, they definitely seem like wolf or a very large dog, but probably a wolf.
Mm.
But it could be a really large dog, so.
I point, I go, puppies! I start walking that way.
I like flashily twirl my battle axe and put it on my shoulder before dropping it back down to the ground, remembering that I'm too lazy to carry that shit, and I just lead off because I know that I'm the tank.
All right. You
I-
also
I
have
should
the
have taken my hit.
the better tracking roll, so it'll be better if you.
Oh my god.
It was just so delayed, too.
I'm like, oh my god, we got this geriatric.
His name was Fido.
Whoa!
Oh my god. What were you saying, Elian?
I was just saying it's better for you to lead anyway, since you got the better survival roll for tracking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh shit, Biku got.
Yo, welcome in, Raiders, to Biku's stream.
Howdy, Raiders. Welcome
Howdy,
to
how.
Biku's stream.
Robert Downey syndrome. I love Robert Downey Jr.
Got the syndrome for him.
No way, the
Syn-
Robert Downey syndrome is in the chat.
Thank you for the raid. I super appreciate it. Welcome to session 1 of our D&D campaign. Hi, Demon Panda Lord. Hello.
Hello.
Blur.
Oh yeah, let
So
me.
yeah, we're gonna follow Zeal.
Following the trail.
All right, so you. Yeah, well, you should be able to follow. Okay, so you follow the wolf tracks a little deeper into the woods. How they seem to go like pretty deep in. How long do you want to follow them?
I mean, we're supposed to be doing this for like a quest, right? So I think
Yes. And
if
I
nobody's-
forgot to give
if-
you guys this detail. If you bring back wolf tails and boar tusks back to Glenumbria, you'll be rewarded for each pelt and tusk.
okay.
So then
or
I think we
tail, yeah.
follow them to their conclusion. No.
Yeah, we keep going until we find wolves.
Keep going.
I
Alright.
guess so. We find wolves or find something because I want to be keeping like, you know, my surroundings in
Of course.
mind. So I don't know how slow that is or fast it is, but that's what I would like to do.
All right, so you keep following the trail in. Go ahead and everybody go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception.
Oh,
I lost my character sheet.
there's my one.
There's the nat one.
Oh, I'm so perceptive. or
Those lit eyes.
Perceptive.
Those lidded eyes I've been walking with aren't helping.
Yeah, been feeling a bit heavy.
Thank God I have +6 to perception.
Okay, and Nox was up front, then I'll assume Biku, and then either Yukir or Pine. Okay, so everybody else notices this right before Nox does. But you guys seem to have stumbled into a small clearing. Or excuse me, not a small clearing. Actually, yeah, a small clearing. Where there seems to be a couple of wolves that are just kind of like chilling. However, with your poor perception check, Nox did not see them in like near these rocks, and stepped on the unfortunate twig, alerted them to your presence, and now they're giving you the growlies and baring their fangs.
Come on, Zeal.
And
I
I
was,
go
tired.
forward. I put my hands up. I go, "Don't worry, I know how to handle this." And then I go up to it. And I put my hand out. I go, "Sit."
You know what? Make an animal handling check.
Oh no.
So how close to the maid wolf, like the closest one, did you get before saying sit?
I'll say 10 feet.
Okay. So right after you say sit, it lunges at you. It doesn't hit you, but it is now within 5 feet, and it looks like it's ready for blood. So with that, I think we are definitely going to enter
Dang
combat.
it.
Oh gosh.
I pull out my battle axe. I say, "I don't think this one is trained very well."
All right, so go ahead and start rolling initiative while I get the map set up.
Don't look at my initiative.
Damn.
Damn, come on, Zeal. We got double 19s. Let's go.
Yeah.
Double 19, same.
As soon as I saw Norma walk towards the wolf, I was already like, oh shit.
Ready for
Get
a
it,
fight.
you know?
I was too.
Oh shit, I completely forgot how to add them to the churn order.
If you've seen One Piece, Luffy does it to a 3-headed dog, and it worked fine. After he punched it and said, "Good boy."
You see, you skipped one crucial step.
Yeah, Yukio's
Failed
just in
so
the
hard.
back, like, they're a bunch of puppies. They're fine.
Puppy.
He still hasn't like realized.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Give me 1 second. So,
I forgot to turn some like D&D music on. I do it.
I have an NCA medieval playlist.
Pine and Nox, since you guys have the same initiative, do you have a preference on who goes first?
It does not matter to me.
I
Fine.
also do not have a preference.
Okay, well, someone's got to choose, or just roll for it.
I will go first. Easy.
Okay. Spam, and then Yukir and BQ with a natural 1.
Not the nat.
The nat one.
No.
That ones, at least one wasn't actually during game.
True, yeah, at least it was initiative.
You're not allowed to roll any more ones.
Try.
Then I actually have to bring in everybody's new stuff.
While that happens, I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Go piss, girl.
Flames, I'm expecting some very good rolls out of you. Some
Yeah.
high level astral magic.
I want to see some
Prove yourself.
sparkly space magic.
Mhm.
Please hold for like 5 levels.
He hasn't been doing much for the past
wait,
few
I can
years,
do
so he's
this.
not as practiced
Yeah,
as he
yeah.
once was.
A little out of
No.
practice, yeah.
I actually
little
I have
decrepit.
this skill. it's a racial skill that I have. It's really cool. It basically just gives me Misty Step.
Oh, nice.
That's crazy for an
Yeah.
inherent. Oh my god.
Yeah, I can just do it like however many times my proficiency bonus is per long rest.
Dang.
I found out that I was looking through my stuff. I have a feat that lets me choose one of my cleric spells, and I can cast it without using a spell slot once. But I don't know how to like mark
Nice.
that anywhere. But I'm glad I found that out.
Oh, is it the ritual casting stuff?
It's just level 1. Wait, what's this called? Level 1 spell. Choose one spell from the cleric spell list. You always have that spell prepared. You can cast it once without a spell slot,
Oh,
and you regain the
nice.
ability to cast it once after you long rest.
Nice.
Or I can use a spell slot if I want, but so I don't know how to mark that on here.
You might just have to keep it in mind.
Just like keep track.
Yeah.
Put it in my. Oh yeah, that's what my logs for. My journal.
I guess this is fine. Oop.
Oh god, there's 3 wolves? I thought there were only 2. Shit.
There are 3. And
Bubbies.
actually, someone got a really good perception a second ago, didn't they? Okay, yeah, Pine. So with the perception that you scored before combat started, you actually spotted that 2 of these wolves don't seem like fully normal. There's something sickly about them.
Oh, weird. Okay.
But only Pine noticed that. Okay, then once
Hey guys,
Norma
those
gets back, we
wolves
can
don't
start.
look right.
And
Yeah, we
now
all
everybody
which
Whoa.
which 2 don't look right?
knows. Wolf 2 and 3, assuming you can see the.
Okay.
Those are the 2.
What? What's wrong with the wolves?
All right, so
They're
They don't
picking
look-
berries?
Oh, they don't look right, old man.
You're
Zeal.
looking mighty fine.
Wait, are we
Oh, wait,
saving
no.
that initiative order? Because I really liked my initiative roll.
yeah, we are.
Okay.
I just need to make some changes.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Right? That's what this is gonna turn into.
I love the young people.
I'm waiting for like a spell that just turns you instantly young. You're like super young and hot. Just like, hell yeah, guys.
Hey man, just because I'm old doesn't mean I'm not hot.
I mean,
True.
Got that silver fox energy.
Yeah.
All right,
But
we can.
But when you
get-
talk, you lose it.
Yeah.
All right, Pine, why don't you go ahead and start us off? What you doing?
Okay. I am gonna rush in right
Oh,
up
damn.
against the wolves, and I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave to
Ooh, nice.
throw them away.
throw them in the trash.
Okay, and they get a Constitution save. Okay. Is a Constitution save just for half?
Yeah, I believe
Let
Thunder
me
Wave does
read it.
half.
Yeah,
save.
on a failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage only. So they don't get displaced, and they take half as much damage if they save.
Okay, so they'll take 7 damage if they make the save. It's 14. Okay, so they were very much not expecting the man in the back to run up, as they had all their focus put on the short one in front of them. So you rush in, cast Thunderwave, and the two sickly-looking wolves in the back. It pushes them back, right? With Thunderwave.
If they fail to save, yeah.
Okay, so all three of them failed to save. How far does it push them back? Was it 10 feet?
10 feet.
Okay,
And
so
it just says away from you, so I'm assuming just in a standard
Yeah.
direction. That makes sense.
yes, so you run up and you push all three of these wolves out that 10 feet. They let out very brief yelps of pain, but ultimately don't seem to get back up after
Oh shit! Wait.
after the
damn.
boom.
Should I just solo that?
Kill. Let's go.
What?
Naughty?
Yeah, dealing 14 damage at level 1 is kind of nutty.
Yeah.
For
Thankfully, I
For
can
some
only
basic
cast
mobs.
that once, so.
I decided to like not throw a super hard encounter, but I guess I gotta turn things up. So you let out that everybody just hears this loud boom ring off around you, and yeah, you now have 3 dead wolves around
I like
you.
throw my axe down in the dirt. I'm disappointed. I got it.
Poor Norma
I,
didn't get to participate.
I walk by because I want to go investigate the weird, the whatever wolves, and
Yeah, we need
I
to
put
check
like a
out the sickly
consoling
wolves.
hand on Norma's shoulder, like for her not being able to throw hands as I walk away. Just a brief tap, like I understand.
You hate to see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and make we'll just do a perception check on the wolves, just to see what you can see about them. Okay, is anybody else investigating the wolves as well?
Yeah, I'm going to as well.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that too.
Okay.
I'll hang back.
Alright, I guess I'm not.
You know, I'll investigate. No, no. My eyes are working.
Where? I can't see these wolves very well. I need
All
to.
right.
I left my glasses at home.
God damn it, old geezer!
So Zeal, the wolf that you are inspecting, you notice that it looks very much malnourished. It's very skinny. It's almost skin and bone. It's a wonder that Thunderwave didn't throw an extra 10 feet with like how much weight it's missing.
Okay.
You also notice that it has a weird sort of purple tinge around its snoot and mouth area.
Okay.
And some of its fur is actually somewhat patchy, as if it's been losing hair.
Okay. It's all mangy.
Yeah. Pinecone, you notice a similar thing going on with that wolf, except you don't pick up on the purple tinge. And you hear
sense.
that just looks like a normal wolf. Nothing was weird with that one. That's a good one.
I point out the differences, but I ask Yukir in particular. I'm like, hey, old man, you're ancient. You should know something about this. And I like point out the purple and all the stuff that is going on wrong with this.
Yeah. Okay.
I need
so,
some
like,
old man wisdom.
So you tell me about like the purple stuff, and I just go, I told you they were eating berries.
I slump. and I hope that Pine has something for me.
I try to figure it out, but apparently my nature check was terrible, so I do not know what this disease is or what could be afflicting them.
Oh, I only
maybe
gave
an
you what you
Arcana
saw
check to see if
via.
it's magical.
Yeah, I only gave you what you saw via your perception. If you want to try to
Yeah.
see like what's actually wrong with them, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Medicine. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Make a +4 to that. Damn it. That's a bad roll.
Can I roll a nature check to see what kind of berries they ate?
Yeah, go ahead and make the roll, and then we'll
What
get to
kind
you
of
after
berries?
this.
Okay.
I'll also try and do the medicine check, I guess.
Okay. So Pine, you're not sure what's wrong with these wolves. The purple tinge doesn't seem to. Oh, actually, you didn't notice the purple tinge. Excuse me. The malnourishment that you noticed, just seems like normal malnourishment. It's probably something along the lines of, with the overpopulation, food is becoming more scarce because there are so many, like, there's so much competition for food. So that's really the only thing that you notice.
Okay.
Yukir, do you have like advantage or disadvantage on all your rolls, or what is up with
Oh no, it rolls advantage by default because I'm rolling through Roll20, not D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So unless like Nalian specifically says that he wants advantage, then just take the first number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Yukir. Now, Yukir, are you specifically trying to identify the kind of berry?
Yeah, because that's what Yukir thinks. He ate,
Okay.
they ate berries.
You're pretty confident that they were eating some of the wild blueberries that are known to grow within the royal wood. And that's further kind of backed up by, you have some knowledge that some people do venture into the royal wood for said berries because they are kind of rare and somewhat illegal to obtain, just because it is the royal wood and there are a lot of restrictions that the king of Glenumbria has on it. So that's what you think he was getting into, the royal blueberries.
I think these wolves have an addiction to the very rare blueberries that grow in the royal wood.
Okay, Grandpa. Thank you.
Can I test something? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay. Can chat hear me?
Let
Good
me
question.
Turn on your.
I don't know.
I can hear you.
Hello,
yeah,
I'm
I unmuted
chat.
your stream.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I hear you on stream.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Please continue.
My computer, my stream is lagging without with Streamlabs on, or it's not Streamlabs. I'm swapping to my my reactive for stream. Give me one moment.
Oh, you good? I will try and determine if the purple is actually
Berry related.
berries, berry related.
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Oh my god.
Gonna be crazy.
I have
15,
plus
okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So with a 15, you're pretty easily able to identify that that's definitely not something caused by
Blueberries.
berries.
Damn
it. Yeah. As opposed to it like being a stain on like their fur, it definitely seems like more like their fur is turning that color.
Oh.
Thank God I'm not an intelligence caster.
Oh my god. Are we all just dumb here?
No,
Yeah,
I
I'll
have a
go-
14 intelligence, but
I'm
Oh.
gonna walk up. Don't worry, I got this. And then I'm gonna check.
Okay, what are you checking for?
I'm going to open the wolf's mouth and look in its mouth.
Okay. Are you trying to check for anything specific in its mouth, or just see what you can see in its mouth?
If I can see anything in its mouth.
Okay. Go ahead and do a normal perception then.
Oh no.
Oh my
No
god.
berries.
So a natural 2. So in that wolf's mouth, you're pretty sure you see some not fully like chewed food that you could probably grab if you
Oh,
wanted
I'm
to.
grabbing it. I'm grabbing it.
Okay.
Oh shit.
After
Uh,
you finger, I'm just grabbing it.
I'm gonna look at Norma really disappointedly as she
I'm-
does that.
I'll
As
reach my
she's oh,
tiny
go ahead.
hand in the mouth. I'm gonna bring it out. In my
So you-
in my palm.
You stick your arm into this wolf's mouth and you reach around a little bit, but you can't seem to grab whatever it is you saw in there. It's like it's disappeared.
Hmm.
Um,
Like it went down its throat, or like it dissipated.
I don't know. It was there when you were looking, and then you stuck your arm in, and now you can't grab it. You could have sworn it was right there.
Okay, I'm gonna take my axe, and I'm I'm gonna cut the wolf's head in half.
Like
Tasty.
in which way? Like, are you splitting it like?
In between the jaw, like between the top jaw and the lower jaw.
Okay, and
Oh, so you're just swinging your axe like a golf club? Yikes.
Yeah.
all right. I won't make you roll for anything like that. So you.
As she does that, because she just said that no berries, I kind of take a step near Yukir and I say, "That's right, no berries, old man." And then she does her axe thing.
So, Norma, you swing your axe right in between the top and bottom jaws of this wolf, and like cleave a pretty good chunk of its head just in half like that. And you now have a split wolf head.
And then I look at the bottom and I like move the tongue around. Is it still gone?
Yeah, you don't see anything in there.
I could have sworn there was something in here. It just went away.
I just kind of like stare, like mouth agape, like even I wasn't expecting that. And I've
hold
traveled
the-
with Norma.
I hold the bottom
mean-
jaw with the tongue flapping. Look, it's not here.
So, despite Norma's theatrics, I put on my actual thinking hat, and I think this is
Think I'm not
potentially. I think this is potentially a magical issue. So, I'd like to roll for an Arcana check, just to see if I can see any latent magic going on with these wolves.
Sure, go ahead.
Never mind, I'm a dumbass. Oh no, wait, that was a 20. Let's go.
Oh,
Okay,
shit, all right.
I'm
Oh,
the best.
At least someone succeeded.
So you call upon your arcane wiles to see if you can sense any sort of magic on these wolves. And you do pick up some sort of magic after all. It kind of seems to be like permeated from within them. Looking at the two wolves in particular that were in the back, you can see most of the magic seems to be coming from, because you'll now notice this, the purple tinges on them, as well as the now cleaved in half wolf. You actually see like its internals seem to be having some of that magic, like radiation, not radiation, like leftover
Like
bits.
scarring.
Yeah. So it seems, from what you can tell,
Okay,
it seems they
so-
probably ate something. That's
Or somebody fucked with these wolves. Which is kind of where my head's gonna go, that somebody has interfered with the natural order, and intentionally corrupted these wolves. Sorry, someone's rolling a fucking giant suitcase down the hallway.
So the like organs and stuff are turning purple too.
you know, now that you have that head cleaved in half, why don't you go ahead and roll another perception? Now that you can see more of it.
Redemption roll?
Perception. Oh,
Let's go.
All right, with you've now
Damn.
have clarity. So yeah, you've now noticed that the inside of this wolf, it has some purple tinges to like its tongue, but like the deeper into the wolf you look, things actually kind of start to turn a bit of a gray, and then also have some purple spots within it as well.
I go up to Pinecone Head with the head in my hands. Fine, look, colors.
Colors.
Yeah, Norma, good job. I noticed that as well. This
Oh.
seems extremely unnatural.
What?
We need to figure out who is responsible for contaminating these wolves.
And then I go over to Zeal and the old man. I show them. I lift it up to their face.
I think you're a little too short to lift it up to my face.
I lift it up
What?
to your chest.
Yeah.
True.
Norma walks up to you with a split wolf head still attached to the rest of the body and says, "Look."
What does Yukir think about this?
I was gonna say, can I tell? I think I want to do kind of like the same thing that Pine did, and like see, kind of tell what kind of magic it's from.
Oh, so you want to tell like what kind of magic? Okay, go ahead and make an Arcana.
Okay. 16.
Okay, so you are definitely agreeing with Pine that there is some magic involved here, but you're not sure like what even school this magic is from.
Okay. Now,
It's definitely not something you've encountered before.
Now, in a very completely opposite from what you guys have seen of Yukir so far, you suddenly see Yukir's eyes like glow, and then he talks like a normal person. And this is definitely not the work of. This is definitely some magical contamination, but I do not know what form of magic it is.
And I guess Zeal just is like, "Oh, don't tell me he's got dementia. Like, is he in and out of this? Is this what we're dealing with?" And to Norma, he's like, "Norma, I implore you, don't eat that. If you're gonna eat a wolf, eat the normal one."
Yeah,
Like, point to the normal one behind me.
I have the wolf head like going towards my mouth, and my mouth is open. Huh?
Also, can you cut the tails off?
Oh,
I've just got
yeah.
I just have a hammer.
Oh, yeah, you
Little-
get to the tails. I do want to add one quick addendum to what Pine noticed. Pine, because you rolled very high, and we're also trying to determine what kind of magic, and I forgot. You're not exactly sure what school of magic it would come from if it were arcane, but this definitely does have a very similar vibe to the more primal magic that druids use. So
Okay.
rather than being like a school of arcane or any sort of divine magic, it seems to be based in primal, something with the earth.
So it's natural magic. Okay.
Not space magic then. Okay, that was my next
I'm
question.
well, I'm gonna share with the class that I feel extremely concerned because this feels like magic that has a deep rooting to the earth, and it's potentially a corrupt druid that is turning these animals. So this is a much bigger issue than just population control now.
Cut off the tails while they're all inspecting.
Okay, Norma begins cutting off the tails. Are you going to try to eat anything while you're cutting off tails?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, there
my
is
turn.
one normal wolf.
Are you gonna try to eat anything?
I gotta make sure. All right, is anybody else doing anything specific, or just waiting for the tails to be cut off?
When I'm waiting for the tails to be cut off, but I guess I'll just go over to Pine and I'll agree that we should probably look for see if there's any like corruption going on. After my cultivation got destroyed, it kind of reminds me of that. Like the ley lines of the earth being corrupted kind of sounds similar, so I feel particularly strong. And I actually kind of like lose a little bit of my like sleepy looking state, look a little zealous. And I'm like, I agree that we need to see what's going on with this corruption.
He's awake now.
You woke up.
I like frown at him. I go, ugh, stop that. I give him the one tails.
I just like look there like what just happened? I don't get it.
You look different.
Oh shit. Your eyes are open. Close them. Close your damn eyes.
So I guess the next step is kind of to see if we can find any sort of or detect any sort of latent magical energy to point us further.
Okay, why don't we have, I suppose, everyone but Norma, since you're preoccupied. Actually, Norma can too. Go ahead and make a... Actually, no. If you're gonna try to follow latent magic, you said?
That was my idea. I mean, it doesn't have to be what we do.
Yeah, I think Yukir also wants to like look for the source of this magic.
Okay. Go ahead. I don't even know what you would... Let's do... Let's do a... We'll do Yukir. You do an Arcana check, and Pine, you do a Nature check. Just given like the kind of magic this is, Pine is just gonna have a natural advantage. Wait, Pine is a druid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Pine is just gonna have like a natural advantage for this. Not actual advantage, but he's gonna have to just an easier roll.
Boom.
Wow, cool. Thanks.
Okay.
There goes the dynamite.
Yep. There's a nap.
Okay, so Pine, you don't see like a trail or anything, but you kind of get this natural feeling that somewhere off to the east there is some more like similar type feeling magic to what you've experienced here. Like it
Okay.
rhymes with the stuff that you feel from the wolf.
Okay.
Yukir,
It's-
you don't feel shit. Not one, you don't feel shit.
Yukir just feels his
Not
hip
my-
aching.
Not my forte.
Yeah. Your back cracked, and that was all you could think of.
Yeah, my eyes stopped glowing. I'm back to being geriatric.
Waiting for him to like rip off his like cloak, and he's just ripped on the inside and just crushes battle. But until then,
Just this ancient old man, but he's shredded.
I had an idea, like literally as we're playing right now. I think we're gonna make Yukir like Zenitsu from Demon Slayer.
No.
When he goes to sleep, he activates his full power like that.
That is actually fantastic. Okay, so I will share with the group. I'm feeling a really strong compulsion to head east. I think that's going to lead us towards the source of this magic.
All right, so everyone hears Pine recommend heading towards the east.
East? I thought you said weast.
So many SpongeBob references.
it's just all SpongeBob references. Yeah, that sounds good to Zeal. He'll of course lead head the trail if you guys believe in his perception this time. His eyes are open a little bit bigger.
Yeah,
But,
you sound a little more engaged, so I'll trust you.
He's like, things have just gotten interesting.
Norma, how are you doing with the tails?
I hold them up, all in one hand.
All right,
They all been
at least she's not wearing them. I say, like, go to grab them and put them in a bag.
All right, that is 3 tails collected. Anybody else do anything before you start heading east?
I don't know. These are pretty mangy wolves. I don't know if there's any point to anything else, and they're pretty grody too.
2 of them are. The other one seems mostly a normal wolf.
Are wolf teeth or any of that worth anything? Wolf pelts?
The pelts probably would be if you found someone to buy them. At least the pelt from the main wolf. The other 2 more mangy ones may not fetch such a good price, as they have a lot of bald spots. But the other one has a full
too
coat.
lazy. I'm too lazy to pay attention to the wolf. I'm like, I thought about it, and then I sighed, and I was like, all right, never mind.
That's a lot of work.
I don't want to do this. Yeah. Just get a wolf. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm way more focused on the magical issues to even think about skinning a wolf right now.
Yeah.
I put the wolf tails, like, in my belt. And just
All right.
got them.
Okay. You guys then begin to walk west. Oh, excuse me, not west, east.
Yeah, we're going west.
Sorry. You guys walk east, a little bit deeper into the woods than from where you were. Go ahead and give me another perception check for after a few minutes.
For everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, there's the nat 20.
Damn.
Oh my god, you're all rolling high.
I
Okay,
felt
yep,
you guys
that's
on
all four.
perception again.
So,
Your eyes are open, but not enough.
Yeah, I even have a +6. I just I'm all wisdom. Apparently not.
all right. So, Yukir, with your 23, you both heard and felt something. You heard, everybody heard this except for Nox, who was like picking at his ear in that moment.
It itched.
Yeah, you all heard some sort of scream from the direction that you're heading. It's a little bit more southeast, and you specifically felt some sort of magic kind of go off in that area. From what
Sense
you
of
can
disturbance
tell,
in the force.
yeah, basically.
in that direction.
Pinecone, you also heard the yell, and you've been kind of keeping track of that feeling, and that's also seemed to be heading towards the southeast.
I did not mean to make that roll, but
You,
okay.
you did not, but nice roll.
Yes, great roll. If only it was useful.
Nice. So
something is going on in the southeast, and we need to get there immediately. Someone sounds like they're in danger.
Since Pine said it, I've partied with these guys before. Not Yukir. I'm willing to just take him at his word. I don't know if Yukir said anything though. Depends on how he said it too. If he said it in his confident voice, maybe.
I would have said that. I sense a disturbance in the force in my confident voice.
I sense a disturbance.
all right, you
Yes,
all.
Go to the bathroom, old man.
Yeah, that's the disturbance he was feeling.
The disturbance is my bowels.
All right, you all. I assume you pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah.
I pull
Yeah.
out my axe and I.
Yeah, I think
follow.
we're hustling towards that scream.
All right, so you start hustling towards that scream, where you hear some signs of battle as you get closer. You all had good enough perceptions for that. And you come across another clearing with what seems to be another group of people with a... Who is... Actually, no, we'll get the same perceptions. So you come to another clearing with another group of people that seem to be in what's looking like probably the end of a skirmish with some other wolves. There seems to be a robed figure laying on the ground with a man with a very large sword fighting off one last wolf, finally slaying it as you guys enter the clearing with a group of 5 not really well-armed people behind him that look pretty scared out of their wits. But as you guys enter, he seems to slay that final wolf, and then kneel beside the robed figure on the ground.
I start running towards them with my hand axe out. And then I notice that he's not a threat and I stop.
He looks up at you as you approach with tears in his eyes.
Sorry.
Oh, now help arrives.
I guess I just walk up and ask what the situation is. Ask if the robed figure is alive. Because I have I'm a cleric. I can heal potentially.
Go ahead and make a medicine check. All right, yeah, that guy's dead as hell.
Dead as hell.
He is dead as hell. He has a huge open gash in the middle of his chest and several bite marks on his arms. It seems like he got by a few wolves.
And sadly, it's an NPC, so we can't use a scroll of resurrection.
And I say something of like, set. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do, even though I don't know if I would have anyways. I might have. He wasn't one of my kin, one of my homies. So I may not have if it costs a skill point.
Yes, I suppose all that I can do now for him is bring him back to his family. tell them. He looks away and tries wiping some extra tears from his face.
I point at the dead guy. I go, who's he to you?
He was my best friend. But I guess I couldn't protect him. This wasn't supposed to be that hard.
So, you would not like if I went through his pockets?
What? No.
What? No.
I can't believe you would even say such a thing.
I'm sorry.
mean,
Who
he's
are
not
you?
gonna use it.
Anyway.
I'm a gnome. I can't help it.
What?
So I step in the way between Norma and this large man, so that nothing goes, completely south. He did just, kill a bunch of wolves with a giant two-handed sword, so we should probably not make an enemy out of him. But I do want to look at the body, because you said that there were, in addition to wolf bites, a large gash in the chest, which sounds more like a weapon injury.
Yeah, go make a... I guess that'll also be a medicine check. Just to identify what
Medicine?
caused
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Ooh, not great.
I mean, this really wasn't that hard of a check anyways. It is a large gash, but it definitely looks like, upon closer inspection, it was several, like, claw marks, localized in one area. So it was probably, like, several wolf attacks that hit his
the
chest.
Wolves kind of, centered on his chest. Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be able to rule out this large man from suspicion.
You're pretty sure that his sword did not cause that. There's too many gashes for it to have been from that sword. Honestly, it probably would just cleaved him in half.
Makes sense. Can I do an Arcana check to see if I'm feeling any of the magic?
Do a nature check.
Nature check? Okay.
Feeling the magic.
Ooh, that one was bad.
Or actually, no, I realize that's kind of more inhibiting you than anything. Do an Arcana check after all, and we'll just say it's for nature magic.
That was even worse.
All right. Since I kind
don't
of
know what the fuck's going on.
since I screwed you with that one, so we'll just I won't force that one. You're not sure. You don't really feel the pull of any sort of that magic anymore. So yeah, you just don't really feel it anymore.
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Not anymore.
SpongeBob references just won't stop.
Now that we've kind of looked at this, I kind of want to, I guess, see what's up with these other people. Okay, investigate them, see what they look like.
Sure.
What's going on there?
Go ahead and make a perception check to look at them,
Oh my god,
just to
my
see what you can
weakness.
see about them.
We're getting there. Better every time.
A 16. All right, so from looking up at them, you see that it's a group of 5 people, which you guys noticed first. Except now you're kind of able to more identify like their races or statures. So standing at the front seems to be an elf, a female elf. She seems armed with a staff and a book at her side. Next to her is a human who seemed to only have a dagger, also a large backpack, and a book also attached to his belt. There is a second human man behind him, who's a bit smaller, and also he only carries a book, and next to him stands a human female, also with a large backpack, except she has a few vials attached to her belt. She's armed with a dagger, and in the backpack you see a elderly looking elf. Kind of reminds you of Yukir in age. He seems to be holding a book and has a few vials attached to his belt and a smaller backpack.
Okay, there's a lot of books and there's a lot of vials among these people. I noticed. How many wolves were they fighting?
You see 5 wolf corpses kind of just scattered throughout this clearing.
Okay. I guess I say to him, with a party so big, I'm surprised you had so much trouble. I assume you're on the wolf and boar quest?
The man on the ground, who is kneeling next to his dead friend, the very large man, he stands up now, and he's a very large human man, standing at about 6'5". His sword is, almost the length of him, and he answers you. No, actually, we were here for whatever these guys are here for. They needed an escort, and it was supposed to be us, but we did not expect the animals to be like this. They're crazy. Feral.
They won't sit when you tell them to.
What? I mean,
eating
they're
any
wolves.
blueberries?
One of the men from the small group approaches you. He says, yes, unfortunately we're not very combat able. A few of us do have weapons, sure, but that's kind of more of a last case scenario. We're really just a group of arborists who've come out here to investigate something with the forest. We had no idea there was such happenings going on here.
So I perk up at that, the mention of the forest and investigating it. What specifically were you investigating with the forest?
Unfortunately, I'm not sure how much our client wants us to divulge. Just something. I wouldn't. It doesn't worry. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry I said anything.
I'm gonna roll an intimidation check because I don't like that answer. Never mind, I'm very not scary.
So you begin to like puff up your chest, and as if you're gonna get ready to like kind of lay into this guy. But as you puff up your chest, you kind of glance at the 6'5" tower of meat standing in between you and them, and you kind of lose that posture and remain silent.
I guess I kind of want to do the same thing then. I notice Pine almost get there, and then I realize that this is my job. I'm 6'4". I'm super intimidated by him, so I try to do the same thing. I slam my warhammer down in front of me, and I start to puff up my chest, and I guess we see what happens.
All right, go ahead and make a intimidation roll.
I'm blowing all my rolls.
There you go, 19. All right. Yeah. Who are you directing this towards, and what are you saying?
The same person I want to ask about the investigation, because they kind of like blew us off. So I will try and intimidate her, but I'm not scared of this man meat tower.
That makes it sound so much worse.
I
Not
know.
the man meat tower.
That's why I said it.
And are you saying anything specific?
I say that I think you need to elaborate on the investigation, because I think it pertains to more than just your quest and maybe even the well-being of this fellow who died.
So surprisingly, the man in front of you doesn't react. He doesn't seem intimidated, but he doesn't speak up at all. In fact, he looks behind him towards the group and kind of backs you up and says, "Well, yes, at this point, I'm a little curious as well." And the man who had approached you guys earlier kind of looks back towards the group, and they kind of give very hesitant nods. And he looks back towards you and says, "Well, I guess given the circumstances, I suppose that's fair." He walks towards one of the wolves. Says, "Well, if you come here, this I can show you rather than explain it." And he starts to point out some of the exact traits that you've noticed on the other pair / group of wolves. The mangy hair, the bald spots, some of them turning like a purple and gray. And he says, "Well, we've gotten reports of this, and that it's not just affecting the wildlife. As we are arborists, we have heard that there's a possibility that some of the trees are affected as well, and, well, we're just here to collect samples for study."
That seems to line up with everything that we've seen so far. Where's I ask him where his destination is, because that probably coincides with maybe our destination as well.
Well, we were supposed to head towards one of the lakes that were in here, because that's what the report said. But now that one of our escorts is down, I'm not sure if we can continue. He kind of looks towards the large man, kind of like quizzitively.
Bro, we'll pick up his body on the way back. Don't trip.
He looks back and says, "As far as I'm concerned, now that he's gone, I'm done. I have no reason to be here. I was only doing this because he insisted on it. I need to bring his body back."
I just relay this to the party.
Everybody should be within earshot
Okay,
of this conversation. Yeah.
Were you paying?
Yes, we were. And I suppose if he's given up the job, then that reward could go to you. He says that and looks at the man. He says, I at least still want 25%. To which they very quickly grab one of their bags and put coin to his hand. "Well, the rest can go to you if you'll still take us deeper in."
I look at the rest of the group. Money.
Just like with a shrug.
I still think they know more than they're telling us, so I'm willing to go along with these people and help them if it helps us figure out kind of what's causing this corruption.
And I don't have a better idea, because I'm kind of like lost as to where to go or where to investigate.
We have to find the source of the blueberries.
Blueberries?
That's right, Grandpa. We're gonna find the source of the blueberries. Don't worry.
Aren't those berries illegal to collect? Why are you looking for them?
Why did the wolves have them then?
Because
Someone's
they're
doing illegal
wolves?
things, feeding illegal blueberries to wolves.
Well, I'm not an animal person per se, but I feel like they probably just found them beneath them.
That's what they want you to think.
The man stops looking at you, Kier, and kind of looks at Zeal a little confused.
I just I just pass both of them. I tap Yukir on the shoulder and I say, "Yeah, let's go get those blueberries." I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's do it.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you have accepted after all. We are headed towards Lake Suin. That's what our reports said to look for. I think it's a bit further south, well, southwest, and, well, I trust you guys can navigate us in that direction. I don't actually know how to get there myself.
I am not very good at like nature or any of that stuff, so I don't know if anybody knows how to get to southeast, or what was it, Sweest?
Yes, Sweest.
Sweest.
With
I-
your confused look, the man with the sword actually tosses you a small piece of parchment. Well, a rolled up parchment. Or unrolling it reveals a very rough map into the direction of Lake Suin.
Okay. So
I should be able to find us a good route with a nature roll.
nice.
Yeah.
Then I give the parchment to Pine.
Okay, and actually to navigate, well, actually since you have a map, I won't make you really roll at all. If anything, it'll be more of a survival check. But you guys already have the direction that you need to head in, and you have a rough map, so that's good enough. So you begin to walk southwest.
Can I cut the tails off the dead wolves before we go?
Oh, nice. Good call.
Oh, smart.
Yeah. The man doesn't
More
seem to
cash.
be interjecting at all. In fact, he's mostly just working on picking up his friend and collecting his belongings, and leaves with his friend shortly after while you're collecting the tails. So you actually collect 5 more wolf tails.
Yay! And
Ooh,
I
we
put
have
them in my
8
belt.
now.
I put them in my belt, so now it looks like a wolf tail tutu.
Awesome.
It's just Norma, you're a genius.
It's like an extra armor. So you guys begin to follow the map and head southwest towards Lake Suin. On the way there, the man that you have been primarily speaking with from the group of arborists introduces himself as Tandar Freehelm, and also introduces you to the rest of the group. So the main one that you've been speaking with is Tandar. The old elf introduces himself as Morez. The other human male is George. The human female introduces herself as Patty. And the other elf introduces herself as Silas.
Okay, and
And
the elf
they
is
think-
like, one of them's old, right?
Yes.
The elf. Now we got 2 geriatrics.
Yeah,
I definitely hear that out loud.
the other old elf kind of lets out a small laugh at your remark there. Just noting something. Okay. Anybody do anything specific on your way to Lake Suin?
I want to talk to the old elf.
All right. What do you talk about?
Can I tell like immediately what kind of elf he is?
Yes, he seems very obviously a high elf.
just ask him like,
Hey, so where are you from?
He looks at you and says, "Well, not me forgetting what the locations are called. Hold on." Do. Why is this not opening? T-Page, what's the elf continent called? Ishtar. Well, I'm originally from Ishtar, but some 50 to 100 years ago, the youngins and the new generation seem to be, well, a bit scary, so I've left Ishtar to see what I can do here.
Yes, those youngins, always the whippersnappers.
Oh, yes. Pine, actually, with this conversation, can you make a knowledge society check? Is knowledge society in 5e?
I don't see that as a skill.
Bring up his character sheet real quick.
I think the closest thing would be a
History check. Yeah, history check. Sorry.
History, yeah, okay. Oh,
Okay. So, how old are you, T-Page?
125.
105. Okay. So you're not entirely sure as to what that old man could be referring to. You have heard whispers that the new generation of elves, like within the last 100 years or so, seem to be pushing for some changes, but you don't know any specific details or what they're doing. So yeah.
Makes sense. I was cast out pretty young, so I haven't been back in a long time.
Sorry to interrupt what you were doing, Yukir. What are you saying now?
I think I'm just gonna say like,
Yeah, back in my day, all we had to worry about was those damn mind flayers.
Yes, I unfortunately remember some interesting situations with those, but thankfully they've been quite quiet the past few centuries.
Yes, well, let's hope it stays that way. Anyway, what do you use to fight?
I haven't actually fought in quite a long time, but I suppose I do still recall some basic druid spells. That's what I was raised as, but...
A nature man, eh? Nice.
Aye, most people
I
from
myself-
Ishtar are.
Yeah, I see. Oh, I myself prefer some fire magic.
With that mentioned, he actually looks at you with a very weird look, as he's now fully realizing that you don't look like a normal elf that's from this world.
Aren't the elves like really like racist?
isn't everyone racist?
Most of them, yeah. Right. Where did you say you were from?
Oh man, here it comes.
Oh, I'm from the no man's land, actually. I moved to Glenumbra a couple 100 years ago.
You're saying you weren't born in Ishtar?
Nope.
Like, you think about it. Nope.
Well, I suppose that might explain some things. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to read my book.
I grab onto Kier's arm. Let's go, Grandpa.
Okay, have fun reading then.
Make a perception check, Yukir.
All right. 10.
So you do notice this. You actually notice that not once does he actually reach for any sort of book.
Oh no.
Great. Are we the weirdos?
At least you don't have like the wolf and jaw with you anymore, or do you?
No, I figured out.
Well, it was a full wolf. She never separated the head from the rest of the wolf. It was
Just the jaws.
Yeah, you just open it up, but you were still carrying the whole corpse.
Can I talk to Pine for a sec?
Yeah.
I wanna
What's
like
up?
I wanna like not exactly whisper to him, but just to like talk a little quieter than usual to him, and just ask like,
Why did that old man not like it when I said I use fire magic?
Well, that's actually illegal among the Ishtari elves. So,
oh,
yeah, you probably don't want to bring that up, and definitely do not cast it in front of him.
oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Cool, old man.
Fire,
The one
fire
time I
and the
feel
woods don't
compassion.
really match.
The world tree, font of all life, and fire don't really match.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Just keep it under wraps, Gramps. We'll cover for you.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else want to talk to anybody in specific or doing anything on your walk?
I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm good too.
Everyone's good. Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. So as you guys venture deeper and deeper into the forest, you start to see less and less leaves on the trees. That is something that the arborists seem to have noticed as well, as they are now spending most of their time looking up as opposed to looking where they're going. So much to the fact that one of them actually trips and stumbles over a rock. They very quickly get up and dust themselves off and try to convince themselves that no one saw, but everyone saw.
I go, loser.
I will say, while I walk, I always drag my hammer behind me, so it gets caught on shit, and I sometimes do the same thing. We're just used to it, unless I'm like hurrying.
Very easy for people to track us.
I was covering up the footprints. Now I'm just making sure we don't get lost. No, I'm just lazy.
That certainly works. I just imagine just you're dragging behind you, then occasionally, it gets stuck on a rock and it like, drags you
Stumble, right?
backwards.
It happens.
All right. So you guys continue. The leaves on the trees do continue to become less and less, to the point where some of these trees don't even have leaves on them anymore. And as you get a little bit deeper, you start to notice that some of these trees just look dead. Or parts of them are dead. They're gray. Doesn't look like there's been any sort of like life in them for a long time. Which the first tree of these, the arborists do stop at and kind of pick at the bark. Takes some off. One of them takes a very small sample, puts it into one of the vials. They seem to have a very brief discussion among each other, and then kind of look to you guys to show that they're ready to continue.
I guess as it starts looking like more dead and dead, I kind of want to, as a cleric, I kind of feel, like the world dying, or maybe not the world, but like, I definitely notice. I want to see if there's anything I can kind of like sense. I'm a Twilight Domain cleric.
Okay.
So it's like,
So you wanted to like use your divine connection to see if there's something wrong.
yeah.
Okay, actually, yeah. Go ahead and make a religion. No, not religion. Do an Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay.
Yeah. Since you're specifically looking for the magic.
Oh my god. It doesn't matter. It's the same.
Damn, I thought you got the bad roll out of the way.
Yeah. So with the 6, you don't notice anything. Nothing seems out of place as far as your divine powers know.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to a branch and I'm gonna snap it off, and then, where it snapped off, I'm gonna lick it.
All right. So you lick the branch, and did you rip off like a specific branch, like one that looks specifically dead, or?
Yeah, just a super dead one. And
All right,
I want to taste it if it tastes weird.
So you rip off a branch that looks dead. It comes off very easily, and you lick the end of it, and it tastes like a dead tree. In fact, like a lot of it kind of crumbles into your mouth as you lick it. Yeah, you now have dead wood in your mouth.
I rolled a preemptive medicine check because I feel like that was a terrible idea, so I need to make sure Norma's okay.
I just have a disgusted look. I go, "Bleh."
Yeah,
And I throw
you
on
spit
the
it out.
ground.
Fine with that medicine check. It looks like it should be fine. Doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it other than just the tree is dead. You're more concerned as to what would have caused Norma to have done that.
So we're not seeing any of that purple magic corruption in these trees that was exclusive to the wolves.
Go ahead and roll perception if you want to look for that specifically.
Okay. Oh no.
No, you don't notice any sort of similar type deal going on with these trees.
Okay. Norma, you really shouldn't just be licking trees. I can't believe I have to tell you that.
I thought maybe if it was poisoned or something, it would taste different.
If it was poisoned, it could have killed you.
I'm fine. I've had worse.
I somehow don't doubt that with Norma. Anybody else do anything while you guys have stopped here briefly?
Not me.
All right.
I don't think so. I'm kind of really focused on trying to get where we're going and see what this is all leading towards. I'm obviously concerned about the fact that the trees have rapidly started dying, but after checking
I mean,
that
I'm
branch
sure
and
that's
not
fine.
seeing any corruption, like, I don't know. I'm not willing to waste more time.
All right, so you guys venture deeper. The arborists seem to be growing more and more concerned. At this point, they've kind of stopped collecting samples, mostly because there's just so much that they could that they don't want to fill up too fast. So you venture deeper, and as you get closer, judging from the map, you think you're just about almost there. And you have started to notice that the grass that you're kind of walking through is also seems to be dead. It starts with it just looking like it's been what's the term? Well, the grass starts turning like yellow. And then as you keep going, it turns to a gray. And as you keep going, it actually starts to feel almost like mud. Go ahead and make a perception check as you enter this more gray grass. The arborists in particular seem to have definitely stopped as they kind of notice your footing kind of start to slip on this gray grass. Okay, so Norma with a 9. You don't really see why you're starting to kind of slip a little bit as you walk. As far as you're concerned, you're just walking through mud. Pine, Zeal, and Yukir. You've noticed that this grass that you're walking on actually looks somewhat rotted. So like it's not just dead, it's rot. And that's why you like step on it and it kind of loses its form and the ground around it is a lot more mushy.
This grass is rotten.
I nod and I walk up to Yukir and I want to use I have an action called Vigilant Blessing. I want to use it on him, but I don't want him to know. So I'll like give him like a little bro punch, not one that hurts, and I want to use this. It gives advantage on his next initiative roll.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So yeah, Yukir. Zeal walks up to you and kind of bro punches you on the shoulder.
And I tell you to like keep sharp. But
I do the same thing, but I don't have vigilant blessing, so I just, I bro punch you back.
Even though I'm the one who needs vigilant blessing, right? I failed all my
as far as
checks.
Yukir is concerned, he just like got social points with Zeal. He's finally fitted in.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for an old man. I'm like, oh.
I might throw out his hip on this. So you also see the arborist stop and begin collecting samples of the rotted grass. But it seems like they're actually struggling because it's quite literally as they touch like the blades of grass, it's losing its form. One of them gets somewhat frustrated with it and just takes one of their beakers and just scoops it up. Goes, there. Now we have it. Corks it and then puts it into their backpack. Anybody else doing anything specific or continuing on?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so you guys continue walking forward, and you are just about in the area for where Lake Suin should be. And you guys now know that you're approaching there as you start to see some very large rocks, which are noted on the map for Lake Suin. And as you kind of approach the shore, you notice and this is something everybody notices, no perception check needed. Some of that gray grass starts to turn into a very similar purple to what you noticed on the wolves. In fact, it seems to be almost stretching from tree to tree in these weird curved like paths, as opposed to like it just covering the area. It seems to go from tree to tree, from rock to tree, almost as if something is like walking there, leaving a path behind it.
Gross.
It's the blueberry demon.
I want to kind of see if it like any of this is it like a substance that's being left behind, right? Is what it seems like.
I wouldn't. It doesn't seem like a substance. It seems more like the grass itself has turned into this
Okay.
mushy purple, like a really dark, gritty purple.
Yeah, I guess that's not really my expertise. So, I mean, I kind of just look at it. There's nothing for me to do.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, this seems like we're kind of nailing in on the heart of the magical corruptions. So I'm gonna roll Arcana. See what I'm feeling.
Is
I
he
don't know,
feeling it?
Arcana or Nature.
Since you're trying to go for like the source of the magic type stuff, go ahead and do an Arcana.
Okay.
And we'll just kind of flavor it with the primal magic side.
Ooh, not great.
There does seem to be 13, yeah. So you can definitely feel a lot of that similar vibes from the wolves. In fact, you feel like you're surrounded by it now. So you definitely seem to be in the right place. In fact, as you look a bit further towards the direction of the lake, you feel a large presence coming from the lake with this similar magic.
Can I confer with the arborist druid, the older elf that Yukir was speaking with earlier? I feel like he might have a good insight into what we're seeing here.
Sure. What do you ask him?
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
The elf is very wide-eyed. In fact, he looks a little bit scared, as do all of the arborist. But he says, "No, this is the first time I've ever encountered anything like this. It's almost hard to believe. I don't know what I'm looking at."
Well, that's not good news, but we should definitely try and figure out the source of this corruption immediately. It seems like it's
Absolutely.
spreading.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think we're getting any tails out of this, but
Probably not. All right, you guys continue, and you are right at the lake now. You can see the shore. The entirety of the shore surrounding the lake has turned this really dark, gritty purple that then kind of spreads in those paths to the different trees and other rocks. From the other side of the lake, you actually see some animals drinking from it. And they look sickly. And the arborist, two of the arborists instantly go to the lake to begin inspecting it. Go ahead and make a perception check, everybody.
Oh, that's not a good one.
Oh, womp womp.
oh my god.
Oh, wow, okay. So a 7, a 6, a 19, and a 9. So only Pinecone notices this. Not Pinecone, sorry, Pine Conehead.
Thank you. Say his name.
So Pine, you notice that the water of this lake looks somewhat unnatural. Most lakes have, some form of blue tinge to them, or are clear, or, normal lake colors. And this one, for the most part, does, but you do see a weird purple hue to it. Nobody else notices this.
So the lake does not look correct. I'm gonna redirect everyone's attention who was not perceptive enough to see this. and explain that the water does not look like it should. So there's something wrong with the lake itself.
I'd look at it. Looks like wine.
It's like, it looks like that shit wine we had at the last inn. No
It's
wonder
the
these animals
blueberry
are sick.
juice.
What do you mean shit wine? Zindra told you it was top shelf.
Well, Zinger's a fucking liar.
All right. The two of the arborists definitely now notice that. Mainly the elven woman and one of the human males kind of run up to the shore and begin inspecting the lake water itself, putting samples into tubes, while the others look at some of the trees around the area and the ground. Tandar, who's the one that you were speaking to earlier, says, well, thank you for getting us this far. If you don't mind, we're just gonna take some time to inspect some things and we'll grab samples so we can take back for research to figure out what's going on, because clearly something awful is happening here. So if you could just, make sure nothing gets to us and then make sure we get back okay, we should be fine and you can get paid. Don't forget we're paying you. I don't have the money on me now. You'll have to wait till we get out.
That's what they all say.
I also noticed that he's lying because he gave that other guy a quarter of his payment, so he clearly has the payment. He's lying.
Roll an
think that's
insight
not
check.
Oh yeah.
I mean, do you want to just believe that, or do you want to see if you he was lying or not?
I want to see if he was lying or not, but I mean I remember him specifically paying the other man already.
Also, I feel like a 21 insight roll is pretty good for us. So go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So with that insight, you're actually somewhat convinced he's telling the truth, which does seem weird given that you noticed he gave some money to that one guy earlier.
Okay.
But he doesn't seem like he was lying just now.
Damn. I relate that. He doesn't seem like he was lying, but we did see him pay, so I don't know. But I'm convinced he wasn't lying.
So we're posting up around this lake shore while the arborists do their sciencey wyancy stuff.
Correct. In fact, let me show you guys where you are.
Ooh.
I did not spell any of their names for it.
No, you got Tandar.
Did I? I didn't even spell George right. Or Patty.
Yeah, that's an interesting. I mean, that's Jorge. It's not really George.
Orge.
No, they're my fantasy names, or whatever I'd say they are. Let me center this better on stream. Okay. Oh shit.
Oh god, are they about to like turn into zombies while they're drinking this water or interacting with this water?
I just want to ask Yukir
shit.
what he thinks about all this blueberry juice. I'm not.
It's definitely the source of why those wolves went all crazy.
I'm just indulging him at this point. I think it's hilarious.
Trying to see what random shit you can get him to say.
I'm like cracking up like blueberry juice every time I turn my like cheek so he can't see me laughing.
Okay, that is all set. Okay. Yeah, I guess is anybody else doing anything specific while these guys are grabbing their samples
gonna-
and doing their research?
Go over here and pull out my axe and just watch.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just standing here.
I'm gonna join Norma. I'm kind of giving up on these scientists, so I'm just watching them do their shit.
They're not scientists. They're arborists.
Arborists. Okay, they're tree scientists.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah. Okay, got me there.
Biologist, scientist.
All right. So some time passes, probably about 20 to 30 minutes. And go ahead and make a perception check. Anyone who's actually keeping watch, which I think is in fact everybody, but
Oh my fucking god! My
a nat
perception check
one.
today.
Let's go, you.
Nat 1, nice.
All right, so once again, Zeal is comically picking at his ears, and doesn't
They
hear
itch,
this.
man.
We
so
gotta
he-
we gotta get that rash treated, brother.
yeah,
Bro, there's no rash.
Mm,
just full of earwax. He can't get it out.
I just pushed in farther.
So everybody does hear some howling, as well as some like squelches from the rotted grass nearby, getting louder.
Was that my earwax is blocking my hearing?
Yes. So Zeal did not hear that, but everybody else did.
Can we tell which direction?
Yeah, it seems to be coming from the north, the west, and the east. Specifically,
Where's
the
Brad?
howling seems to be coming from the north, but there is some squelching coming from the west and the east.
Ugh, squelching.
That lovely mud. Just
Mm,
This is your chance to do anything before something happens.
I'm just looking at my finger, like at the wax I just got out and flicking it. I haven't noticed anything yet. I guess.
I'm gonna yell at Zeal, hey, look alive. There's shit around us.
I tighten my grip on my axe and get ready.
All right, everybody gets ready. So from the north, you guys have noticed that there seem to be
Puppies.
yes, a few puppers coming up from the north.
Puppers. Wow.
They are snarling,
Bad
as if they
puppers.
have actually been walking quite the distance. So there they are. And then to each of your sides, you also find or notice not puppies, but
That is a boar. Puppy.
you have two boars approaching you from either side. With these, go ahead and make a perception check as these animals encroach.
I'm so bad at perception.
Yeah, I'm still not. Oh, I thought that was a 1. Holy shit.
Okay,
It's okay.
21.
I'm holding down the perception checks. It's fine.
Yeah,
And then
let's see.
relaying
Normal with
it.
the 5, you carry with 13, Nox, Nox 13, Pine 20. Okay. So as far as Norma is concerned, Um, these just look like targets, things to defeat in this moment. You hear Zeal and Pinecone, you three notice that all of these animals look sickly. They all have very heavy gray and purple spots all over them.
No,
Some of
drink
them
the
are
blueberry juice.
almost entirely these colors. Pinecone Head, you specifically notice that parts of these animals seem to be rotting even. One of the boars is missing like part of its back.
Oh,
Like a very small bit.
still, that's pretty gross.
Another one is missing a tusk. Some of
No, that's our money.
one of the wolves is almost completely hairless from like its back half.
Oh.
And
do we need
with
to roll
that,
initiative?
oh hell yeah, you do.
Yay.
And,
Damn
Go
it.
ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, that was bad.
Oh, you actually
Not
had it.
the nat one.
That's right. I did get advantage on that one.
Oh, did mine not go through? You have to select your token, right?
Yeah, I'll just manually update it this time.
Okay. I did it again.
I did the same thing.
Mine was initially 13.
Mine was 10.
10. Almost 13. Here got a 22. Yeah, I gotta roll for the wolves real quick.
The most ready of all of us was the Yukir.
The ancient man.
I should have used that on me. But my internal bias is against the old man.
Damn, I really wanted to just rush in and thunderwave all the wolves again.
Blast
but
'em.
I guess not.
Oh no! Darn. Oh wait, we got copies in here. Hold on.
Yeah, I think the first time we rolled initiative, we didn't necessarily have our tokens selected.
No, we'll
from
make
the
sure to do
previous
that for
combat.
next time. But this time I'm gonna.
Yeah.
How do I... Okay, yeah, so for next time we can run it like that, but I think this is the correct initial rolls, okay. And I need one for the NPCs.
I'm assuming we need to keep these people alive, also.
At least one of them.
That's up to you, I guess.
At least Tandar, because he's gonna pay us.
He looks like the
Or
most
will
likely to get blasted right now.
Well, actually, we'll say since you did alert people to the movement, and Tandar isn't quite that close to where the potential threats were coming. All right, so with that, Yukir, you start us off. What are you doing?
Well, now that I know that these people don't like fire magic, I will not cast Firebolt.
I mean, you still
instead I
could, but they might start wondering if you're an apostate.
Yeah. I might. See, there's.
Fuck 'em, we're elves. Firebolt.
Alright, I think I'll start with a chill touch on this wolf right here.
A chill touch, okay.
Yeah.
19 is a hit.
Wow, 1 necrotic
Big,
damage. Let's go.
Wow.
freaking huge. Oh, it's not update.
Gamer.
It's more of a chill brush.
Well, anyway, that wolf now has it can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay. Anything for a bonus action or movement?
No. Oh wait, I have a question.
Isn't Chill Touch like a contact spell? Don't you have to
No,
be next to it?
no, it's not. That's something else.
I
forget.
need a repeat. I wanted to see what it does.
Whoops.
I'm gonna ask: are these wolves and boars? Are they? Can we tell if they're undead or are they just, sick?
You weren't able to discern that from the perception you rolled earlier. If you want to try taking another look, you can.
All right, yeah, let me try that.
Okay.
I think that's the same roll I got earlier.
Yeah.
Nice.
Given their state, you're not entirely sure.
All right. Yeah, that's my turn then.
All right. And then up next is the bad guys. Let me give the lore sheet as well. All right, so starting with the wolves. This one will rush forward as he saw you gesture toward him and he took damage shortly after. So he will walk up to you and he will bite at you. That will be a 22 to hit.
22. What the hell?
A 22.
Oh.
Damn. That wolf took it personally.
That's it.
I'll assume
Bye,
they
guys.
are.
I can't
Night,
even
Grandpa.
shield that.
And it will bite you for 3 damage.
Oh, thank God, I'm still living.
Yeah, you felt its like jaw chomp down on you, but there wasn't as much power in the bite as you had expected there to be.
Ah, okay. So the sickness makes it weak. Whatever. The blueberry juice makes it weaker.
Yeah, the blueberry juice. This one will join its friend and moving forward and biting out the first thing it sees, which will be Norma.
Hello.
Norma does a 10 hit.
No.
No, all right. A swing and a miss. This one loves pack tactics, so it's going to gang up on Yukir.
Oh.
Yukir does an 11 hit.
No.
All right, so you were still reeling from the bite you took from the other one that it actually made the other wolf miss. This one is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we'll attack the unoccupied one here, being Mr. Pine. Pine does a 14 hit.
Ugh, it does.
And that will be 5 damage.
Sorry.
5? Hello?
Takes a kerchonk out of you. And so this boar kind of takes a small step to its right, and then it looks like it starts to shove its hoof. I think boars have hooves, or foot into the ground and kick it back as if it's getting ready to charge. And then it does so. However, right as it kind of kicks off, it slips and kind of skids in the rotted grass and doesn't actually really get anywhere.
Nice.
What a
This-
goofball.
He's just a little goofy guy. This guy is going to actually come up behind one of the wolves and thrust its tusks at it.
They're turning on each other.
Yeah, you guys
These
got in the
wolves
middle
are
of
probably like
a
still
territory
alive.
war.
Oh.
The wolf is easily able to dodge. The boar, swung very slow. And then this boar moves towards Tandar through the trees here and throws its tusks. However, it got a hot natural one and also slips and falls in the very slippery grass.
Look at these clumsy little guys.
We love some hot naturals.
And with that,
Our
we'll throw it
area.
over to Norma.
I'm a rage. I can rage at first, right? Like first thing.
Like as an action, yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming you have. Do barbarians get rage level 1? I think so. Yeah, they do. Okay. Yeah, you can rage. I think it's a bonus action, so you should be fine. Yeah, it is.
Okay. And then I'm gonna attack the one right in front of me. I'm gonna swing overhead and I'm gonna bonk.
Okay, yeah, that 24 hits and 11 damage. Holy shit.
11. Holy. Nice.
God damn.
Because I think the rage just right. It's just normal roll.
Buffs
or-
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I actually did it in D&D Beyond, so I didn't know if it like auto does it.
It looks like it didn't. Because rage gives you advantage. Oh, excuse me. That's on strength checks and saving throws. When you make a melee attack using strength, you get bonus damage to the roll that increases. Okay. So you actually should deal bonus damage because they only give you +3. So you actually dealt +5 damage because you get a +2 from rage on top of your +3 from strength. I assume that you get that +3 is from your strength.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you actually dealt 2 more damage than what Roll20 shows. So, that'll be more. I don't feel like mathing, even though it's 2, 13. Yeah. So you bring your axe down upon this wolf, and you have yourself another split wolf head.
Damn.
Easy.
And
That's it.
that's it. Alrighty. And up next we have Zeal.
Okay. I saw that nasty bite that Pinecone head took, so I'm gonna use a bonus action and cast Shield of Faith.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
So you get +2 bonus AC for the duration.
Heck yeah.
What is the duration?
10 minutes.
Concentration of 10 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay. Then I'm gonna run over here to Tandar, and I'm gonna try and smash this boar with my warhammer.
Okay. Make an attack. Natural 20. All right.
God damn.
Damn.
God
Crit
damn,
on.
dude.
How do I make the attack?
Whoa.
Oh shit.
It's in your actions in D&D Beyond. Do you have it equipped?
Oh, I roll it. Oh, okay, I see.
Oh.
My bad.
Okay, there you go. So that'll be, and for crits, we'll just double damage. So
18 damage. Damn,
yeah, that'll
you
be
just
18
dusted that
damage.
boar.
Yeah, you bring your hammer down upon this boar, and you can like feel like the connection, and like it kind of flops as you hit it. Like you would typically expect boars to be pretty hardy, but it definitely did not feel like you were hitting like what you thought you were.
Okay.
And you definitely flatten whatever bit of it that you just hit.
I smashed him right on the head, but I wanted to make sure I saved the tusks, so I like a little farther back.
Okay, yeah. So whatever you just hit is like pancake, and the bones are effectively dust.
All right, and then that's it for me. I roared and I smashed him, took out all my anger.
Awesome. Now it is
My
Pine.
emo anger.
To quote the game that I've been playing like crazy, your anger is natural. Thank you, Mantis.
Oh my god.
Is that a Marvel rival?
Yeah, I was like the
quote?
Marvel rivals.
I have such bad Marvel Rivals brain around. Sorry.
Oh, it's so good. I love that game. I'm gonna try and just bonk the wolf right in front of me with my quarterstaff. I don't
With
think
the-
any of my spells
with the
are effective
bonker?
this close.
Little
Yes,
bonk
the bonking
action.
stick.
The bonky stick. That's what it was.
The bonkening.
Oh,
Gonna be honest, T-Page, a 7 is not gonna do it.
well, shit. That's kind of all I can do. So that is my turn.
All right. It'll be the NPC's turn, and Patty is going to move towards Silas, a bit closer to the water's edge. George is going to take out his dagger and kind of move in front of Patty. Tandar looks at Zeal and says, "Oh, thank you so much," and very quickly scuffles away. Morris does the same thing, heading towards closer to the water's edge.
They're gonna get eaten by a monster in the lake.
Yum,
The
yum,
blueberry
yum.
monster.
The blueberry monster.
And from there, you hear.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh yeah. I think now's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
time to use this. I'm gonna use my Starlight Step skill, which is basically just Misty Step.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna teleport. Yeah, you know what? I'll teleport this way. Over here.
Okay.
And from here, I'm going to. Yeah. I'm gonna magic missile now.
Okay. Yeah, roll damage, and which targets are you attacking?
I'm gonna attack the wolf. The wolf that actually hit me, I'm gonna hit him twice, and then the other one that attacked me once. So I'll roll a 2d4 and then 1d4.
Okay.
It's like bad dog.
Yeah.
So the two missiles crash into that first wolf, and it just falls over.
Nice.
And the other wolf, the missile hits him, and he lets out a yelp and snarls at you, but then has to look back at the boar that's in front of it.
Nice. All right, that's my turn.
Your turn. Alrighty. Now will be the enemies. This boar is going to attack that wolf again. And hits. Wow. Alright, so I guess specifically Yukir watches this happen. The boar, like, gets down really low and brings its tusks up really hard and just impales the wolf. And the wolf just stops moving. To
Oh, yeah,
which,
boar, get him.
after the boar turns to look at you and snorts and begins to, shove its claw in the mud and pick it up.
Hey, wait, I thought we were friends.
It then moves right up to you.
Oh.
And then this boar is going to move up and attack Pine with a 15 to hit.
Meets it, beats it, right? So that still should hit.
Are you counting the 2 AC I gave you?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
13 AC normally, and then +2 from you is 15.
Okay.
Okay, so
I might die.
So the boar swings at you with its tusks, and one of the tips grabs a piece of your arm, and you take 2 damage.
Damn. I'm getting fucked up. I got 3 health.
Damn.
Norma, the wolf that attacked Pine last round, does not like how you treated its friend, and is going to now bite at you, as it's pretty certain Pine is no longer a problem.
That's fine.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so it takes a bite at you for 4 damage.
Okay.
And you also notice, as its jaws clamp on you, it does not hurt nearly as much as you would have expected it to. You've fought a wolf or a large dog or two in your time. It usually packs a lot more of a punch. And from there, Norma, it is your turn.
This
Is
little
it-
puppy nips.
Is it still attached to me?
No,
Or
it
did
it
it
bought
back
you and
up?
you shook it off.
Okay. I'm going to attack the one that attacked me. And I'm going to...
God damn, your attack was really good. All right. Yeah, you swing that axe at the wolf, and that's another one.
Avenge me.
Another one.
Another one. That wolf is gone. Got him.
And then I can't do anything to help Pine Conehead, right?
Um,
With a
No.
bonus action.
no, you could
I don't know
move.
if I don't know if anything that you could do would be helpful.
Yeah, you could move into like one of the threatened boar squares to prep yourself for next round, but because you still have your movement.
Actually, wait, Norma, move away from me so that I can thunder wave this boar and not hurt you.
Okay, bye.
Oh, that's a good plan too. Good luck, Pine.
I'm going nuclear on this boar. Fuck them.
All right, Zeal, you're up.
So to start, I will. Zeal notices Pinecone. Pine has been getting his more than his fair share of love from the enemies, from these assholes. So he doesn't want to lose another friend, so he casts Healing Word on him as a bonus action.
Oh,
Nice.
Thank you.
So you
8, damn, that's
yeah,
huge.
damn.
And then
That's huge.
that's my.
I wish Shadowheart
that's
could do that.
my.
I'm back to full
Wow.
HP now. What is
Right.
Shadowheart doing?
That's my. That's also my free spell because it's the one I chose for that, so it doesn't take
Oh,
a spell
good,
slot.
nice.
And then I will attack this boar.
All right, make your attack.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I run over there and I do the biggest like overhand strike, and I guess I just smash it down right next to him.
Yeah, so
And mud
you
splatters everywhere.
you kind of like had to run past Norma as Norma was also running in that direction, so you like lost
over her
concentration briefly to not run into Norma, and then by the time you looked around to swing at it, you just did not have a lock.
But I splashed both me and Yukir with plenty of mud.
True. Yeah, you
And
no
the
longer
boar.
have mud just on your boots. It's covered some of your flames now.
No, not the flames.
And then that's it for me.
Alrighty, Pine.
I am thunder waving because I am tired of this damn boar. Damn it.
Okay, and it's gonna make its Constitution save. Okay, so it succeeds, so it takes half damage. So while it didn't get knocked back or die, it definitely began reeling back. Between the sound and the straight up impact from the spell, the boar is breathing heavily and does not seem to be in a good state.
Good. It's what it deserves.
Are you doing anything else?
I can't really, so no.
You could move and hope it misses its attack of opportunity.
Well, I guess maybe that is worthwhile because now I'm back at full health, so I am gonna try to move to here.
Okay, it's gonna make the attack of opportunity. And 11 misses.
11 misses. Yep.
All right, so yeah, you avoided
Alright.
that one. Up next will be the NPCs. They don't really do much. You do hear some cheering going on. Yeah, get 'em type stuff. But they don't really do anything of note. Now we'll swing back to Yukir.
Okay. This okay, I have a question. Would if I casted a Sacred Flame, would that give me? That wouldn't give me disadvantage, right? Because the boar has to make a dex save.
It would, because you're casting a spell in melee combat. You are threatened.
Okay, so even though I'm not actually.
Oh
attacking-
shit! Sorry, yeah, you don't make it you don't make an attack roll. So
Yeah, I don't make the attack roll on Sacred Flame.
okay, yeah, no, so yeah, you can just cast that and it just makes the save.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the boar then.
Okay. Go ahead and what's your spell save DC?
14.
And it rolled an 8, so you hit. So damage.
Nice. Alright, I take 6 radiant damage.
Takes 6 radiant. Okay, so the radiant flame rises from above it, and by the time the spell effects is over, you have yourself a dead, sizzling holy boar in front of you.
Let's go.
Be careful if you cook it too much, Norma's gonna start eating it.
Anything else?
I'll just move over here.
Alrighty.
Body blocking the
What the heck?
barbarian.
What about me?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Hold on. Let me. I'll move here. I'll move here.
There, okay.
Damn, old man. Look where you're going.
So now is the turn of this very last boar. That's 5, 10, 15, 25. Okay. So the boar, as I mentioned earlier, it looks in a very rough shape, but it also looks very desperate. So it is going to attempt to charge at the person directly in front of it. So zoop.
Thank God I didn't move there.
Yeah, I saw you move there, and I was like, oh no. So it makes a
I have my hands out
charge.
ready. Come at me.
It will charge. Oh shit. That's a natural 20.
Oh shit!
Okay,
You
and
shouldn't have
the
had your
boar?
hands outspread.
The boar critted.
It sure did. I'll even. Let me give you guys the receipt. Boom. So that will be
Rip.
Dang. Depress.
holy shit. Okay. So with the crit in play, that will deal plus the charge damage. That will be 10 damage.
What?
Damn.
I'm dead.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Norma just got splat.
You will hit,
Sheesh.
so you're not dead yet. You'll hit 0 and you'll go into a dying state. And then on each of your turns, you'll roll a death save. And then depending if that's successful or not, if you get 3 successful death saves, you will stabilize and you will be fine until somebody heals you. If you fail 3 death saves, then you will die. Natural 1s will give you 2 instant fails. Natural 20s will give you 2 instant successes.
Okay.
And let me just double check those rules before I get too far. I mean, this combat is looks pretty almost done anyways, so. Okay, and the death save will be a roll of 10 or higher is a success. 9 or lower is a failure.
Okay. Am I doing it now?
Nope,
No.
on your next turn.
Next turn.
Which is now. So go ahead and roll d20.
You're not doing it now, you're doing it now.
Now. I thought there was a button just for this saving throw.
There might be, but you can also just roll a d20. I thought there were some rules where Constitution made an impact on this, but I guess not. I might change that in the future. At 18, okay, that's 1 success. And that's your entire
Nice.
turn.
Yay.
All right.
Zeal.
I'm going to point to the boar, and I'm gonna yell for it to suffer. I can't stand seeing my homies get fucked. Let's see here.
Are you casting Finger of Death at level
Oh.
1?
I feel like your
I
Toll
meant
the
to-
Dead
they've
spell
gotta
would
make
go
a-
crazy right now.
Yeah. It should, but I low rolled it. But anyways, he's got to make a DC 14 Wisdom.
Give me 1 moment.
For a cantrip, it's pretty nice. It's like 1d12 if they're missing HP.
Yeah, that's huge for a cantrip spell.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
It's only if they're missing HP though. So other than that, it's
Okay,
1d8.
so a wisdom. What is their wisdom? Oh, cool. Boars have a -1 to wisdom. That's cool. It also rolled a natural one, so it is.
Damn.
Yeah. So you use Toll the Dead. You point to it. You say something to it. It looks at you, and it looks like something inside of it just ruptured. You see like part of its hide bubbles out and then kind of
Good.
goes back in, and the boar just falls over.
Hell yeah.
Help me.
And that is the end of combat. Yeah, we have a hurt Norma
we-
on the ground.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll help Norma up.
I also have Cure Wounds I can cast if that helps.
I think that's gonna be the thing
Oh,
that's gonna
wait,
wake her
I'm-
up if she can get any
I'm-
sort of
I'm
actual
out of-
healing.
I'm out of spell slots.
You hate me.
I'm
Then I
sorry, I
guess-
spent too much time thunder waving.
I also have Cure Wounds, and I have 1 spell slot.
Ooh, let's go.
Oh, nice. Then I will save my spell slot.
Time for
Green earlier.
Yukir to earn some social credit with the group.
I see him use the cure wounds. I give him the first affirming nod that I've done.
I just see his hands coming towards me, and it's like, wait, leather hands.
Stranger danger.
Go ahead and roll that heal.
8.
Nice. Yeah, you heal for 8, Norma.
I have to put a toggle thing for.
I just give Yukira a nice smack on the arm. As
Can
the-
you
Now
even
that's
reach that
camaraderie.
on his thigh. As a
Yeah,
thing.
that sounds like a more appropriate level.
Yeah.
The group of arborists towards the lake look unbelievably relieved. George and Tandar specifically move up and begin inspecting the animals some more.
I just turn to them. No, thank you.
Oh, yes, sorry, thank you. I'm actually relieved that you guys took over from the man that we had hired before. I don't think he would have been able to handle this, so thank you. We'll even throw in a little bit of extra once we get back safely.
Oh. Nice.
I want to collect the horns. I feel like I could rip those out or like do something.
Yeah,
with my hammer.
so you actually
And we
won't
need
even...
we need the tails from the wolves too, right?
Yes, both. So Zeal, as you go to take out the tusks from the boars, you kind of find you actually don't need to put that much strength into it. They kind of just come out with like relatively light force compared to what you would think you would need. So you collect, that should be 6 tusks, and you're collecting the tails as well. You guys said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
so. We
So
need
6
to do
tusks and 4 more tails.
4 tails.
Norma needs more tails for her skirt.
So now that you guys are kind of looking over the bodies to collect this sort of stuff, go ahead and make a investigation check, because you guys had some questions about them earlier that you can now investigate. Ooh.
I'm still
all right,
lightheaded from
so
being
a
knocked
9,
down.
a 10, a 6, and a 3. So you guys are still unable to discern whether or not they were undead, since that's what you guys were wondering earlier, or alive while you were fighting them. It certainly seemed like they were breathing, but looking at the state that some of these animals were in, you wonder if you actually saw what you think you saw.
Are these guys? What are these guys doing to the bodies that they're like looking at?
Mostly just inspecting. George is taking some samples of fur and skin and putting them into vials, or like little pieces of parchment, and folding them up. Tandar is doing the same thing with the boar. They're also kind of like looking inside their mouths to see if there's any differences. Taking, you do see Tandar like stick a test tube into the boar and like looks like it like scrapes its tongue.
Ew.
Anybody do anything
Do we-
while they do that?
Do we have any magically inclined contacts in the city? I don't know what Zinder's deal is. He kind of sounds more just like a middleman, but
So what you know about Zinder is he is a regional manager for the Averron Wagon Consortium. So he
Okay,
works
that doesn't
in
sound
transportation.
particularly magically inclined.
No.
Assistant to the regional manager.
I'm just wondering if it's worth us going through the trouble of bringing an entire one of these corpses back with us.
I mean, I'm sure
Since we
you guys
all kind of
know
completely
someone.
we all completely failed to figure it out ourselves. So
Yeah. I guess I just kind of want to ask what they know. What does George and Tandar know? I want a little. I want some answers.
Tandar
After all, we
looks at
still have
you.
to go back. We still have to go back halfway through the forest. We're only halfway done. Something could still happen.
True. Tandar looks at you. He says, well, honestly, I have no idea. We were just told that there was something weird going on in the forest, but we had no idea it was going to be anything like this.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Everybody who's paying attention to this
all of
conversation.
us? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, boom. Let's go. Nat 20. Let's go, Norma.
All right,
Wow,
we're
so
gonna bully him.
everybody but everybody but Yukir, you all kind of looked around as you asked that question, as opposed to focusing solely on Tandar, and you notice a bit of a unexpected facial expression from Silas. Most of them look somewhat spooked. Tandar definitely does seem like he had no idea what's going on here. But Silas looks a bit more confident than any of the other arborists.
Okay.
Walks right up to her. Hey.
Just like
What do
one,
you
like,
know about this?
one
Why
leg
you
stretches
look
all the way
like-
over.
Yeah. Hello.
Know about this?
Yeah,
I'm
gonna-
as lost as
I'm
you
gonna-
are.
Mm,
How do you
know
explain
if I
anything
buy
like
that.
this? You want to see if she's lying?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, make a insight check.
Insight. Oh, +6. Come on now. Shit. Maybe that's still good enough.
You weren't able to discern specifically if she was lying. She seems confident in what she said, though.
Can I just shove her in the lake?
If you want, yeah. Make
I don't
Have
know
the
if I trust her.
I would like to also inquire, saying she seems like the only one that's not surprised.
Oh, hold on. I gotta deal with this push first.
Okay.
No, I'm mostly kidding. We'll save that
Mostly,
for after
like-
Zeal's interrogation.
Okay. Let me just get up the rules for push, just in case.
Also, I'm so sorry, but I will have to drop off soon.
Yeah, we can wrap this. I was trying to wrap this up, and then I was gonna call it.
Copy.
I'll snooze my AdSense.
Okay. All right,
That's a
cool.
good- that's a good point.
So Zeal, you also do you say anything specific?
I say that she's the only one who doesn't look surprised by any of this.
She looks at you and says, "Well, sorry, we got other stuff." She says, "What do you mean not surprised? Look around you. Who could have ever thought anything like this was happening?" I'm sorry, I'm just not as scared as the rest of them here. You don't seem scared either. Do you know what's going on?
I think I'm willing to let let her get shoved now.
Okay, I'm gonna push her into the toxic lake. Let's go.
Okay.
Ooh, I want to see what happens.
This will be contested strength rolls. So roll strength. Fine.
Okay.
You're gonna need to
You're
beat
also-
her
Uh-oh.
12.
Uh-oh.
Hey, at least it wasn't a natural one. So you move forward to push her, and she and it seemed pretty easy, like, dodges your attempt.
So I end up tripping and
And-
fall face first into the lake edge. Yeah.
You're
great.
not gonna trip and fall, but she is going to be able to move around you a little bit. So she very quickly dodges you and then moves up and says, "Hey, there's no need for violence. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here just like the rest of you. I don't know why you've turned
What?
on me, but I'd recommend it against it."
Do we all see this?
Is she threatening? Is she threatening now?
That sounded a little threatening.
Yeah, you all saw and heard this happen.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to her and I'm gonna grab her ankle. And I want to drag her to the lake.
Let's go, Norma.
You're going in.
Ride or die, homie.
So
Can
You
I-
just
can I
put your
use-
grubby hands on Pinecone Head?
Can I use Mage Hand so that she can and like grab her her arms so that she can't move them at the same time? Or independently? I mean?
Mage Hand won't have the weight capacity to hold back like
Damn it.
someone
Okay,
moving.
Never mind then. Don't cast Mage Hand.
Norma, as you move forward, so before you get to her, you see her cast a spell, and it's going to be localized right here, so like right in your path. And all these vines and weeds sprout out from the ground, and everybody needs to make within a 20-foot square, so 20 feet from this spot, so it'll just be Norma, Pine, Zeal, 5'10", Ukir as well. So everybody needs to make a strength save.
Uh-oh, I can't do that.
Oh, I did not make it.
Somehow I got the most though. Besides Norma.
Be that, okay. So how are these calculated? Okay, so everybody but Biku is now entangled in these vines. Okay.
Fuck her up, Norma.
Does that mean we just can't move?
Yeah, you are considered restrained by entangling plants. You can use its action to make a strength check against their spell save DC, and if you succeed, you free yourself from them.
While we're entangled, can we still cast spells and stuff?
I am double checking. Yes, it just sets her speed to 0.
Okay. Anyway, I can cast use my cantrip on Norma, my guidance.
Not now.
Okay.
Just because Norma went to go grab, move forward and grab, she cast a spell. From here on, we're going to move in combat initiative. This doesn't mean that we are in combat, but we're going
Off
to
with
like
her head.
make sure we have turns here.
Okay.
I know we are trying to sneak away, however.
Yeah.
As
I
far
might
as, like,
ask
real
if
life,
this could
so-
be a good stopping point.
Yeah, we can
for
stop
today,
here and
if that's
pick up.
okay.
I'm good with that. We can stop here and pick up with this cliffhanger next session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Point at
Nice
it that you're
words.
lucky this time.
yeah.
I'll see
in a
you next
couple of weeks.
session.
Next session, you're fucked. You're mine.
Okay, yeah.
What the hell is the next session?
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I just got a text from my parents, and they were asking me to call them because they're scared about like the fire situation. So
Oh, yeah.
No,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
You're
Just-
fine.
got to go do that, and they're on the East Coast, so before it gets too late for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
There's just a
we'll call it
fire
here.
raging outside your window.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I mean, I'm literally watching like smoke billow off of the hills to the west, which
God.
is crazy.
That's so scary.
It's a little fucked up, but it's okay.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you guys
But this was
so
super
much for
fun.
joining me.
Yeah, this was
Yeah.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Good for session.
Great first session.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Glad to hear it.
And we're all locked in for the 25th for next
No,
session. Oh shit.
Yeah, we'll have
I
to
can't do that.
discuss
Right,
that
you can't do the
later.
25th.
Don't forget to remix the calendar.
Right.
Oh boy.
The remixes.
I also
I
got
could
some stuff to take
potentially
care of, so I'm
do-
gonna dip early here. But whatever you guys decide for the next schedule, just let me know on Discord, and I'll let you know if I can make it. But I gotta skedaddle as well.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
Thanks, everybody.
good. Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you
Thanks,
guys.
Thank
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Have
everybody.
a great rest of your Saturday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, chat. We are going to call it here. My next Me Being Live session will be Tuesday with Probable Borderlands. Otherwise, I should be on Nix's channel on Monday, doing voices for good old Danganronpa. So I hope you all very much enjoyed our first session here of Averron, the Awakened Prophets campaign. Yeah. So now let us vacate and raid into Friendos. Hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday. And I will catch you all next time. We're gonna go raid Beeve, who's playing Valheim, it looks like. So yeah, have a great rest of your days, everybody, and I will catch you all next time. Oh, have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever in the world, wherever you're doing, and I will see you all next time. See ya!